Yes.
We're trying to be all quiet and everything, and we just, that never works out. So.
Right. We were talking when you guys came in that, you're family to us almost now.
Right? I know. We were talking about,
our annual visit.
Annual visits, it's kind of like Christmas. It's, it's end up drinking too much and regretting it.
Right. So, on this particular tour, I know this kind of dates back, a year or so ago? How long have you been doing this tour with Eric?
No.
November is our first show with him.
Okay. So, just how about did that all come about? I mean, I know you guys have shared a producer. We'll talk about the new album and stuff like that. But as far as this particular tour, who...
in all honesty, the tour came first. Before we even decided to do anything with our mutual producer. But he seeked us out.
Yeah, we just got our manager called us like, do you guys want to tour with Eric Church? This is weird. And we're like, sure, we'll try anything.
Sold out arenas, enormous. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool too because we got to win the crowd over every night, so we got to work hard and people look at us like we're the spawn of Satan when we get up there.
I was kind of curious as to how the reception has been.
Well, we're not necessarily the heaviest band in the world, but I think we seem a little Slayerish to certain people.
Slayish.
We're pretty heavy. But I think we've been getting them every night. It's been great.
We like it heavy.
Turned them.
It takes like 3 songs where you got a couple people that are like right in the front row and they're just crossed arm like I don't know, and then like by the 3rd song they're like, hey, yeah,
they're waving their cowboy hats in the air like, yeah, I like this Halestorm rockabilly band, whatever they are, It's cool.
It's kind of like, I don't know, hopefully you guys won't be offended by this, but it's an old school Donna Marie reference, a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
A little bit, yeah. It's interesting too because I think that with his entire band, they're actually rock and metal heads, and his band had known about us before Eric, and they kind of introduced Eric to us. So it's really neat. They actually, speaking of Slayer, you'd have to know Rain and Blood, but they actually end up playing some riffs in between songs, just to screw with people. So it's not
Sabbath riffs.
It's a pretty rockin' show.
It's cool. Like I think he's kind of like the rocker country dude. Right. He's not like country, not even like pop country, but like it's trying to bridge the gap between rock and roll and country. And I think it's great that somebody who has such a massive audience wants to incorporate rock and roll, try to help rock and roll out a little bit. So we're just here to steal as many of his fans as we can.
You know what's funny about that is that I have a friend of mine, and he's kind of more, I'd consider him a little bit more of a metalhead, a big fan of you guys, and then he's been dating this country gal. So it was funny because she's been kind of taking him to these country shows, and he's been trying to rock her out to some of these more rockin' shows, and then he told me about Eric. She's taking me to this Eric show, and then he caught wind that you guys were on the bill. He's like, hey, who's opening up that show? Yeah, that's a winner right there.
Something for everybody. I like the diversity
all the way around. So we're going to talk about the new album. We'll talk about a little bit more about the tour, future touring plans as well. But we brought you in here so you guys can kind of pull some punches and play some music. I understand.
We already punched Josh. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you already got the blood off, too. But you guys were telling me you're going to be touring with this band a little bit later, that being Nothing More.
Yeah, we're going to, as soon as we're done with this tour, we end the Eric Church tour in the beginning of February. Then we head to Dublin, Ireland at the end of February and do all of Europe and UK.
Which, I don't know if you know, is a great pickup line.
What?
What's that?
Excuse me, go to a nice young lady. Are you from Ireland? Because when I look at you, I'm, Dublin.
That's nice, Arejay.
I figured I'd clean it up for the radio, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Google that one.
Anyway. So, yeah, we're heading over to Europe to go tour with this band, Nothing More.
Here they are. It's 100.3 The X Rocks. Have the peeps from Halestorm in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks again for dropping by the way, guys.
Anytime. I don't know if you can get rid of us now, so.
Well, we always have a good time. We always have a good time when you guys are in the studio. Of course, in town for a show tonight at Taco Bell Arena, and we've been playing Apocalyptic.
Oh, thank you so much.
Right. The latest single from you guys, and of course you got the new album due out in April. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Did the writing process differ any compared to the other sessions that you've done, or?
Definitely. This whole recording process, both musically and lyrically, was very freeing. We kind of decided to kind of throw away everything that previous 2 records kind of made us feel kind of comfortable and safe, and okay, well, this is good, this was going to work for it. We kind of threw caution to the wind and said we're just going to kind of chase after whatever gets us excited, and we made an actual album, just I don't know, it was like we were saying before, it was kind of we did it in Nashville, so it was kind of isolated and there wasn't a whole lot of distractions besides the occasional beer run, but yeah,
there's
it was
really nothing
a lot
else
of
to
fun.
do there but drink a lot of beer. So
drink beer.
We did this recording process differently too. Instead of doing it kind of assembly line and everybody has their turn with their part, we ended up doing all the basics live. So it was the 4 of us in this beautiful church in Nashville, just standing in a circle, playing through these songs and recording and trying to everybody catch the same wave, so it was really cool. Like, we've gotten so much tighter as a band because of it, and yeah, I had fun.
I would imagine that you could probably start putting parts together while you guys are out on the road. I mean, you guys kind of
we started playing a couple new songs out on the road beforehand, and I don't know, I think we're at a point in time in our life that we decided we just really wanted to be stoked, about what this record was going to be, and with all these songs, and so we weren't necessarily thinking about, oh man, is this going to like work for our label management? Are people going to like this? We kind of realized that we kind of make music selfishly because we like it and we make it for us, and so we don't necessarily do it for approval, which maybe that had been differently in the past couple of years. So I don't know. It was a lot of fun just to kind of get in there and have it start and end with us, the 4 of us. So
on this tour, let's see, you say it wraps up. Gosh, you guys only have a handful of dates left on this particular tour.
On this particular one, yeah.
And then you guys head over to Europe.
Go to Europe, yeah. We're headlining Europe, and for the first, we're going to be in Ireland for the first time. So that's our new thing, and so we're excited about that.
Does that? I would imagine you probably get a little excited being able to go to a place that you've never played before. But is there a place, let's just pick Europe, for instance, that sticks out in your mind when you're like, oh, we're going back there?
Germany, always.
Yeah.
The UK has been crazy.
Italy has some of the craziest fans in the world.
They do.
Yeah.
Between them and Brazil.
Halestorm, Italy.
Yeah, so there's like romantic speaking languages. These people are nuts. They're out of control.
Passionate.
The very first time we ever went to Italy, I kid you not, I walk out of the bus and I hear, Mamma mia, Lzzy. They call me Lzzy there, and I guess it's like pizza. I don't know.
The only place that pronounces my name with a soft J. Arejay. I love it.
That sounds sexy.
Arejay. I know, doesn't it? I'm turned on thinking about it.
Oh, we'll talk to you.
Wait, what?
He's Dublin over there.
I'm Dublin right now. I don't know if you can know, but don't let me stand up quite now.
We're gonna have to kick him out soon. Sorry.
Well, let's call the help desk here.
We'll talk a little bit more about the album, and I want to talk about. Well, let's just talk about it right now.
You know what? Never mind.
Well, because last time you guys were here, you're coming off your Grammy win. And you said something to the fact that, well, you guys kind of got a pretend Grammy. You didn't really get the real Grammy. It's like, because they gave you something that...
they gave us a pin on our T-shirt. That's it,
so, Well, has it been that long? So the last time we saw
it,
it was like they were just props essentially backstage that we were, taking pictures with, and like...
Sorry,
they
gave
kids.
it to you.
And then they took it away. Yeah.
Sorry to spoil the magic.
But they've since sent. We all have.
We all have one.
Grammy on our shelves.
So so that's my next question. Where have you placed your particular statuette there?
Well,
my Grammy's at my parents' house in Florida. I'm never home. They get a lot more mileage out of it than I do, and they love showing it off. So I was like, sure.
That's pretty cool. Proud parents. The proud parents.
Yeah, they are. It's great.
Yeah, really appreciate that. Look at this. Have all the neighbors over. They have like little secret Grammy parties, and everybody takes shots out of your Grammys, and then
take a selfie with it. Mine is I'm using it as a doorstop for my bathroom. No, not really. No, actually, no joke. Mine is still in the box it came in, still wrapped up in our warehouse in Nashville, because I actually just recently got an apartment, so maybe I'll find a place to put it. But I've
special shelf.
Like, we're on the road all the time. Like, all of us are pretty much homeless still.
Last time I was home, my brother helped me move my piano into my place. It's the piano we grew up playing, and it's been sitting at my parents' house, and my dad's like always threatening to get rid of it. And I'm like, no, I gotta put it in my place. So I finally did that, and I put it on top of there.
That's great.
I guess I'm stereotypical. I just have it in my studio.
Yeah.
Bam.
There you go. Well, we'll be hanging out with you guys here for about another half hour or so. I know you guys got to get out here, do sound check here about 45 minutes or so. I don't know. Actually, have we heard if there's any tickets still available for that show tonight? None? Because last time I heard it was getting...
They don't tell us much, so...
slim pickings, but, we'll let you pick out a few other tracks as well. There's Metallica.
No, it wasn't.
What's funny? What's funny? What am I missing out on here?
We're just cracking ourselves up. We're not usually up this early.
Yeah.
Well, you're not up before 5, little bro.
Yeah, this is nighttime for me.
We got Halestorm in the studio, if you're wondering who was talking back there. Again, thanks for coming in and joining us. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to ask you guys individually as of right now. We'll start with Arejay over here.
Hi.
Who are you listening to these days? What's popping for you?
Man, I've been really, I think all of us have been digging this, but I've been really digging the new, Mastodon record. Listen to it a lot on Spotify, and it's pretty cool. I love it.
Yeah, I met those guys in town not too long ago. They put on a really good show. It's good stuff. I like it. Josh, you buddy.
This is gonna sound really selfish. We just got our master, like our finished CD.
Yeah.
And so like when I go out for a run, like I'm critically listening.
To
so
the new
like
album.
I've been listening to that lately.
Actually, I take it back. I've been listening mostly to this band called Halestorm, and they rock.
They're rocking it. Awesome stuff.
Yeah. So we've all been listening to Halestorm mostly, and I think you should too out there in Radio World.
Critically listening.
All you listeners out there, you should listen to Halestorm.
Critically listening to how awesome I am.
I'm really digging my beats right there.
Oh yeah.
Those bass lines.
Look at that. Listen to that drum beat. Oh man.
For me, I've gone back in time a little bit, and I'm digging into some early Dio.
Wrong answer.
Nice.
You're supposed to say Halestorm. All right, Lzzy, you're fired. You're out. Get out.
How about Halestorm covering Dio?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I've been like RJ said, we've been digging deep into that Mastodon record. It's like jazz metal. It's awesome. And
Jazz metal.
There's a band from Nashville called All Them Witches, which is really cool too. They're like a stonery, harder blues
Trippy.
rock, Pink Floyd-y thing. It's really really neat. And that and this weird country record we found, Sturgill Simpson. This guy, it's made by this producer I'm a fan of in Nashville, David Cobb, and he's done like the Rival Sons record, which is really
that's
good.
a great record too.
And he did that Jason Isbell record, which is awesome. So I don't know. I'm all over the place.
I'm gonna have to get that name from you again because I already forgot it. What was that first?
All Them Witches.
All Them Witches.
Yeah,
all right.
Give them a listen.
Pretty intrigued by that. And a little bit later, you guys hitting the road with Pretty Reckless.
Oh yeah.
So you're done here, you go to Europe, and then you come back and you jump on the road with Pretty Reckless. Is that correct?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be great, man. I'm super stoked, and this is gonna sound so stereotypical, like yay chick rock of me, but I don't get to see many girls on the road. I'm surrounded by boxer shorts, so it's gonna be a fun tour. I'm gonna be pumped side stage every night. So
literally, we hang our dirty boxer shorts like in the bunk lounge,
just spider webbing through the
have
back
ropes through the bus, and we just keep our dirty undies on constant rotation.
Yeah.
And we never have to do laundry. We just let them air out naturally. You know,
You hang them out the window.
you know,
Going down the freeway.
we're very eco-friendly band. You know,
It's like cheesy in the bunk hall. It's cheesy.
yeah, little
Fermunda.
Limburgery, little Rotfurt.
Yeah, it'll be great having him out with us.
and this is my life.
I was going to say, and how do you handle this all? While you tour?
We can hang our laundry in their bus too. I mean,
No, we're excited. The Pretty Reckless is a band we've always wanted to tour with, and just we've had this idea for a while, and I'm glad they accepted. Because I think it's going to be killer.
it's gonna be reckless,
Kinda.
pretty much.
Pretty much.
There we go. Let's hear one from them. This is Follow Me Down. 100.3 The X Rocks. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to have to start to wind things down with Halestorm as we have them in the studio. Again, thank you for taking the time and dropping by. We always appreciate it. And
no problem. And now that you wound us all up, now you're going to kick us out.
Thanks for putting up with us.
I get it. It's fine.
We always have a good time with you.
That's fine. We're going to go get breakfast. We're going to go to the Cracker Barrel.
We do have a Crackle Barrel.
Well, let's go to the Crackle Barrel. I sure love that Crackle Barrel.
So, back to the new album, due out in April 7th, is that correct? Is that correct, all the information that I have? Into the Wildlife, looking forward to it. Can you maybe give us, I don't know, some insight to it? Maybe kind of, because we're playing Apocalyptic. We'll be playing that a lot more, but maybe some other songs or something.
And it's plastic, and it comes in a square case.
Apocalyptic is the tip of the iceberg for this album.
Is there any favorites? Or we're just going to be kind of coy about it.
We honestly had another single in mind for the first single, and we also really liked Apocalyptic, and this record is it's a big step forward for us. Like a lot of our label and management, when they heard it when we were done, they're like, "Wow, it's like you made your 5th record, not your 3rd." And we're like, "Cool," it was a compliment.
Right,
so we decided Apocalyptic is like the closest thing. Not that it's a rock record that we made, but Apocalyptic is a good bridge between the last record and this one, and we decided, can't go to the newer sound and stuff and then go back to Apocalyptic, so why not do Apocalyptic and then lead them down the path into Halestorm, and what we are. So
get ready to get weird.
And the album in itself is, it's a complete thought. In context from beginning to end, it's something we highly encourage you to start from the beginning and listen to the end. That it just segues very nicely into itself and through itself.
Yeah, it's pretty young as far as you guys still have to do this album. Anything else that I know you do collaborations from time to time? And,
I'll sing with anybody. I'm just spreading myself around.
You want to sing with us?
I'll sing with you, bro.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's been really cool. It's been such an amazing past couple years. The difference has been like we measure our success through tiny triumphs, like little things that, like, hey guys, can you believe we sold this place out, things that the rest of the world don't really notice with us, and now all of a sudden, because of the last record, people are starting to actually pay attention, and I'm in big trouble because people are starting to really take what I say seriously in interviews and on Twitter, so I got to be careful about that. But it's been a really cool journey, and I don't know, the goal with us has always just kind of been to continue, and to see what happens next. And we have absolutely no idea what's going to happen when we release this record in the world, but we'll be touring our butts off, and that's about the only guarantee that we have. But
there's a zip code, we'll be there.
Yeah, there's a zip code.
Like I say, you guys, I swear, have got to be the hardest touring band that I've known of here in the last couple of years, because it just seems like you guys are constantly on the road, man.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Help us.
We have an addiction. Something like that.
It's become more normal now. It's like to the point that you go home and you're like, what am I doing in this big bed? Everything's so quiet.
Yeah, we realize we can't function in a normal life,
I realized last night I can't go to sleep until the bus turns on.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
I was just lying awake, and then finally the bus turned on. Okay.
Used to that. One more question before we cut you guys loose. I know predominantly you guys are from the East Coast. The Patriots or the Seahawks?
Go Eagles.
Go Packers.
There we go.
Raiders?
Hey, there you go. I said that.
Personally, I'm rooting for the commercials.
Yeah.
There you go. That's always a winner right there.
Always.
No preference at all, so neither one of those
I don't
teams
think
are
so.
your
I
guys'
think
team.
really,
I'm rooting for the GoDaddy commercial. All right.
Thank you, little bro.
Yeah, no,
You're welcome.
It's a fun game to watch. Unless it's the Eagles for me, I'm not.
I'm going to go for Seahawks.
Yeah?
Just to say.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll go with
Because
Adrian.
they beat your Packers.
Well,
I think.
I like
That's
those
good. You
guys,
could say
though.
you lost to the Super Bowl champs, if you know.
Yeah, and
They
I
won
like
last
those
year,
guys.
though. Give someone else a chance.
Not the Patriots,
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
They're not the Patriots.
Not the
Screw
Patriots,
'em.
bro.
All right.
Well, thanks again, you guys. We look forward to seeing you tonight. Again, I don't know if there's any tickets available or not there at the box office, but I know it's been a really solid show for you guys, a solid tour, and again, it's always fun when you guys come into the studio.
No, thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be back here in the spring. We just talked about that today, so hopefully we see you soon.
Sweet.
Headlining.
That looks
we are
like
cooking something up.
And everybody come early tonight.
Yeah, we go on at 7:30, so we'll see you if you're there.
I don't know if that was stated, but yes, come early.
I thought maybe you guys would have like some pre-party that everybody could like.
No,
that you're inviting them to.
Don't miss our
in
show.
RJ's bunk. Pre-party
for everyone that gets there. By
don't put that out there. Don't put that. No.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
For the first time ever, save thousands on